So we all like to avoid some injury on the gym, right? When we're training, we're trying to do the best to focus mostly in having the least fatigue possible while trying to gain the most muscle as possible, right? So one of the things that I have realized in my fitness journey and as a personal trainer is that some people are just like pain and like to have that risk of, and you can have a higher risk in some exercises that you may are doing or may not do, or just simply just ineffective exercises that are not going to grow muscle as well as other muscles in your body. Because I think you have a favorite fitness influencer or a favorite fitness YouTuber or science specialist YouTuber, whatever I want to call it or you want to call it. I don't know why I say science specialist. That sounds very freaking weird, but the thing is that we tend to sometimes do exercises that are just not the best for us, not highly effective for building muscle and achieving our goals. Or some exercises are just a waste of time. You may are training a muscle that it really doesn't matter train, is not gonna grow very significantly, that you see some changes on your body, which I will be mentioning further. You just waste your energy and mental energy in this. And in my opinion, there's so many exercises that you can still do. Very effective. There are compounds, which means that trains a lot of muscles in once instead of just solely focusing on one muscle in this exercise. And it motivated me to do this video, so if you watch it to the end, you'll actually be more informed. Or if you're a newbie, or if you're a beginner, or you're still an intermediate or even an advanced trainee that still don't have some things to learn, because we all learn every single day, then I think this video is gonna be way helpful for you. But I'll be showing you 5 ineffective exercises that I see during my gym sessions. Even some personal trainers give these exercises to their clients, and man, I wish I was their personal trainer. Start giving them other exercises way more effective, because I just want to get it out of my chest. And the first one is Renegade rows. I think if you saw Jeff Nipper's video, he also disagrees with this exercise. Is one of the worst exercises for your back, because Renegade rows try to do the plank and back rows at the same time. But this question is how you're gonna progress this exercise. I mean, you can row 100-pound dumbbells on the one arm row. Yeah, do it in a plank position with 2 of them, or even with 50s on both arms. It's gonna be hard, and it's just not effective. Okay, if you try to focus in too many muscles at the time with weird exercises that you see on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram, that's just for the likes and for the cloud and all of that. But the creators also know that they're ineffective, and they just do that for a laugh, for comedy. And I really like those videos because they're so funny. But you know that if you actually do that, you can actually injure yourself and hinder your progress, right? But Renegade rows is one of those exercises that I have seen sometimes, especially in commercial gyms, that is just a big X for all of us. There's so many way better effective exercises than the Renegade rows. Mostly chest supported rows, in my opinion, is one of the best exercises that you can do for your back. But going to the second exercise, and it's one that I really don't like, because when I was recording these videos as a demonstration to put this as a b-roll in this video for you guys and girls, is the reverse lateral pull downs, or behind the head lateral pull downs. Yes, you may train your rear delts better, you may train your traps better, but biomechanically this exercise is just very risky, because you can injure yourself, especially a shoulder injury, which is not fun, especially around the scapula. And doing this type of lateral pull downs is just ineffective. If you try to progress and start adding some weight or some reps, you may feel some discomfort. Even I never done this exercise, I just did it and I was like, nah, this ain't for me. The way you feel your muscles in your shoulders, it's not healthy and not good for you. The fatigue is just responding to you right away to stop doing that action. For those out there that you see the big bodybuilder that may be injecting steroids, which it's okay, but some of them do some weird exercises that you may look at them and like, oh, this is a great exercise. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. And that's the case for behind the head lateral pull down. So big X, of course, big X too. Now the third one is the side bends. Why? If you do this exercise, why? Because you want to have bigger obliques. I mean, that's great. But if you really want to have big obliques, you need to lose fat, and you need to lose all that fat in your belly area, and it's gonna have to be in a caloric deficit, not doing some weird side bends with a 45 plate and doing some sort of a dance like break dance in the middle of the gym, and someone may look at you weird, which is okay. If you don't care if someone looks at you, that's awesome. I really don't care neither, because I scream sometimes at the gym when I'm training hard. Which is a thing that we mostly should do. But side bends is just a no, man. You don't need to do side bends, all right? Grow your rectus abdominis, your bigger part of your abs, the ones that actually, not side bends, not that waste of time and energy. Don't do that, okay? You're not benefiting even for your own health of your body, you know? You can be doing way better exercises, all right? So avoid just training your obliques. Just do some cable wood choppers here and there, but it's May and the heat, it's starting to feel, because I don't have the fan on or anything, because the audio is gonna be like psss, and you're not gonna like that, right? And I don't like that neither. So let's get to the fourth exercise, and this one is an interesting one that you may disagree with me, and it's dumbbell overhead extensions and kickbacks. I used to do this exercise back when I was a beginner. I remember that I grabbed the 90-pound dumbbell and started doing some kickbacks. I don't know how I didn't injure myself. Maybe because I was doing very bad form, but guys, don't do this exercise. It's very ineffective. You're not doing the full range of motion. This is another exercise that commercial personal trainers, which have a almost minimum salary, prescribed to their clients. Not a good exercise. You can do, like I mentioned earlier, you can do some overhead extensions or cable kickbacks if you put your shoulder away from you. If you see, I think, a video of Jeff Nipper or a short, he explains that very well. But basically, if you're gonna do a kickback, try to lean forward and put your shoulder away from you, so this way you actually stretch more of the muscles in the triceps, and this way you actually have some gains. But the problem with the dumbbell overhead triceps extensions is that you tend to use your lower back way too much. And you know, I was once in the gym just training normally, and this guy, which I have seen for so many years ago, like 2-3 years ago, he looks the same, by the way. He was doing this exercise, and I just can't. I just said, dude, here, let me help you. Like, stop doing that exercise. And I told him, try to do this one. And I showed him the cable overhead extensions, and he really liked them. He just went back to the dumbbell one. He didn't really want to do that. Maybe some people are very comfortable with the exercise they do, and if they don't like gains, and I'm doing it for health, and I'm doing it because I don't know, to come train, and I use the same weight over and over. I don't know. If you don't want that, avoid these exercises and try to always focus in progressive overload. If you try to do an overhead extension with the dumbbells, with the 100-pound dumbbell, good luck. Fifth exercise is another one that I usually tended to do a lot. Like, I really was in a period around 3 months that I did this exercise a lot, and it was because I was doing it in a superset. I wasn't just doing it to train my glutes and that's it. No, I was actually supersetting it with training another muscle that most bodybuilders don't train, which I think you should train. Those are the hip adductors, but the exercise are hip abductions at the machine. I just don't really like this exercise. You know, every time I see someone doing this exercise, they're doing a weird position, or it's just a woman who wants man to look at her butt, or yeah, you get me. Most people don't do this exercise correctly. Apart from that, it doesn't train your glutes. Like, it does, but it trains a really tiny muscle called the gluteus medius and gluteus minimus, which are inside of your gluteus maximus. So if you really want to have a bigger butt, a bigger muscle in your butt, then you must train the gluteus maximus. And hip abductions, because there are abductions, you're training them in the frontal plane. You're going side to side, and the gluteus medius mostly works in the frontal plane, not in the sagittal plane. If you want to train your gluteus maximus, you should train in the sagittal plane and the frontal plane. I know that was very nerdy. Some personal trainer may understand this, but do hip thrusts, do squats, do glute kickbacks, even do hip abductions at the cable machine. It's gonna be way more effective. You have a fuller range of motion. All right. So if I really helped you in this video on choosing the right exercises, then I want to tell you something else, that is that I'm not setting you this on stone. I'm not telling you not to do these exercises. If you enjoy doing these exercises, if that's the thing keeping you up in the gym, that's completely fine. I'm completely happy that you go to the gym and try your best, okay? But I want you to be better. Of course, you can always be better by avoiding some things and implementing some things. And in this video, I really wanted to tell you what things to avoid so you don't waste your time, because our time is very precious, and especially if you're watching this video, I wanted to give you the most value. But yeah, this was my fair opinion after, you know, just training at the gym and just observing people and what they do, and then my curiosity just googling it on this exercise, what this trains, is this effective, and I just came to the conclusions that these 5 exercises are just a no-no. All right, so if you want to avoid all of these exercises, it's up to you. Take the action, if you took the notes, that's great. Now, if you want my help, if you really want to build your routine, or if you want me to actually train you online, you can check my link down below in the description where I offer my personal training in my website. I need to update that website. But yeah, guys and girls, if you enjoyed this video, this is it for me. Once again, I'm in finals, but I just got the time of studying, and now I'm just recording all the videos for you and guys and girls to enjoy and get something valuable from this lesson. All right, so see y'all in the next one, and see my latest video on actually how to stay consistent training your whole life. Check it out.